My name is Jeremy Aguero. I'm a principal analyst at Applied Analysis.
My favorite thing about my dad is that he can make anything fun. So like no matter where we are, what we're doing, he has like a great attitude about it, him making a fun adventure. And he always inspires us to be the best version of ourselves and wants to like support us with whatever we do.
I know he's a good leader, and he always tries to push me and my friends and our family to do the best we can. So yeah, he's kind of the captain of our home.
My favorite thing about Jeremy is his love for our family. I love his desire to keep trying and keep working hard. He'll help anyone in need.
Jeremy is one of the most trusted and influential leaders we have in Nevada. He's a true Nevadan. He's proud of our state, proud of our region, and it shows.
I think people view Jeremy as a leader in the community because of all that he does. He's willing to go the extra mile. And at the same time, he does things for the right reasons.
If you don't know Jeremy, when you meet him, he's passionate and he's intense. I tell him all the time he's one of the smartest people, if not the smartest person I know. He's a wealth of information, and he's been a tremendous asset in this community.
Everything that I've been involved with, having Jeremy involved has made it better. He's an attorney, he's an accountant, he's an economist. He's one of the, if not the best speakers in Nevada.
He's one of the brightest, most intelligent, hardest working people I've ever been around. I've seen him involved in charitable causes. I've seen him at every large event, and it's almost like he's cloned himself, and there's a couple of them running around town.
Jeremy's a clear leader in our community. He has been involved in so many major projects that are impacting our community in so many different ways. The leadership starts with having a vision and being able to execute that vision and bring people along with you. That's definitely Jeremy.
At UNLV, I had a professor of mine, his name was Dr. Shannon Bybee, who took me under his wing from the time I was a sophomore. I had a class with him, forced me to take a bunch of classes in economics and finance and individual study. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. He changed my life and my career, and I'm very thankful for that. Applied Analysis is an economic, fiscal, and policy consultancy, but at the core of it, we help our clients, whether they're in government or in the private sector, use information to do whatever it is they do a little bit better.
What people don't know Jeremy well and might not realize is how much of an impact he has had on public policy at a local level, at a county level, at a state level.
More recently, it's been things like education. It's been things like tax policy. It's been welcoming the Raiders and development of what is now the Allegiant Stadium into our community, but also expanding the convention center and revitalizing the convention center as it exists today.
Jeremy's been with us from day one. He was at the first meeting in April of 2016, and we left that meeting and looked at each other and went, who is that guy? That's the guy that has all the answers.
But the thing that I'm more proud of than anything else is that as all of that started to develop, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority had this idea that they wanted to expand the convention center. That committee looked at the revenues, looked at the LVCVA and said, you know what? We can figure out how to expand the convention center, and we can also utilize some of those same dollars to build a stadium in Nevada.
The level of trust that everyone has in him is really the reason that he's able to be a leader in the community.
Over the last 8 or 9 months, I've been working pretty heavily on the school funding formula. Nevada operates under something called the Nevada Plan that was created about 50 years ago. It's the way that we fund our schools in the state of Nevada. It's created problems where money that was being put into education is actually diverted to other areas. And while I say we've been working on it for the past 9 months, in all honesty, it's something we've been working on for the past 10 years.
So he was a pretty critical component of revamping that process so that we can have a clear path to how schools are funded in the future.
There are very few people in this state that understand how education is funded and also understand different ways that it could be advanced. And so Jeremy has been, throughout the last several years, involved with helping us consider different ways to modernize our education funding plan, and it better allows the money to follow students where it's needed the most.
He has the ability to see 2 steps ahead. That's not always apparent when you start a project or when you get asked a difficult question, but he has the ability to see beyond the path for success might lead.
Jeremy, the whole team at Applied Analysis, they're incredible. It's the ability to pull groups together, to find common ground, build consensus, and then move forward on those big issues. That's what makes Jeremy an incredible leader.
My dad getting this award makes me really happy for him. It doesn't surprise me because he is a good leader and I know the kind heart he has. Like his first goal is to help others, not help himself.
My family moved here in 1905. My great-grandfather actually bought land in the land auction that created Las Vegas. From my perspective, and just thinking about growing up here and all the change that has occurred in our community, it's amazing to see. I mean, the deserts that I played in as a kid are obviously developed. The part of it that really strikes me more than anything else, and I think as you get older and you have kids of your own, you start to realize the opportunities that were created, not only for my family, but also for me and for my children. And so when we think about that love affair that you're talking about, yeah, I've got it.